You know, it's been a while since I've done a modded gaming PC, so today we'll be building a beautiful mid-tiered system inspired by the new Diablo, Immortal, and Starcraft crossover. We'll be building inside the brand new Lian O11 Vision M and their brand new Hydro Shift 2 OLED curved AIO. It's gonna be another jam-packed episode, so sit back and relax, and let's get started. Windows 11 is a hot mess right now, with pre-installed apps, bloatware, and Microsoft shoving Copilot down our throats. Wouldn't it be great if there's a cleaner version of Windows 11 without all this nonsense? Well, of course there is, you baboon cheeks. It's called Windows 11 Enterprise LTSC, which stands for Long-Term Servicing Channel. Basically, it's a cleaner version of Windows without all the pre-installed software, no ads, and way more stability. People even compare the stability to Linux. It's that good. It's actually available for both Windows 10 and 11, and you can grab it for only $17 from VIP-CDKey.com, but you have to use the code TS25 to unlock the cheapest price. Activating the key is the same process as before. Just go into the user center, navigate to the orders, click on the view button, and copy and paste the CD key into the activation settings of Windows, and you now have a fresh, clean version of Windows 10 or 11. So the base color scheme of this build is gonna be mostly white with some red accents to kind of match the Diablo color scheme. So that is why I'm going with a white motherboard from Oris. The cover is off. That's not a good sign. It's supposed to be a brand new board. Okay, the pins aren't damaged, so I'm just gonna roll with it. As far as the processor, I'll be going with the Ryzen 5 7600 Non-X variant, which is still a pretty solid gaming chip for the AM5 platform. Don't mind the Ryzen 7 box. This is the only box I have laying around. For memory, we're not doing anything special. We're just tossing in a 32GB kit from G.Skill. These are the Ripjaws M5, and this is a 32GB kit running at 6,000 mega transfers per second. More than plenty for gaming in 2026. And there's one thing I failed to mention. After I'm done building this PC, I'm gonna give it away to one lucky subscriber. So if you guys live in the US and you wanna try your luck at taking home this beauty of a system, then make sure to follow me on my Instagram, because that is where the giveaway is gonna be held. I'll drop a link to my Instagram page down below. Bam! Take a look at that. Whoever wins this PC is gonna be one happy camper, that's for sure. And for storage, we are doing a single 1TB Gen 4 M.2 SSD, which should be more than plenty to install a few games. And I'll make sure to install Windows 11 Pro and update the drivers before I ship it out to the winner. That way, whoever gets the PC can just download their favorite games and start gaming immediately. You know, the O11 Vision was actually one of my favorite cases from Lian, except it had one major flaw. The top glass panel limited additional cooling. I mean, sure, you can use the included bracket and hook up an AIO, but that completely defeats the purpose of the design. Well, the O11 Vision M is the answer to that problem, giving you the best of both worlds. You get the glass near the front and a mesh panel in the back where you can mount an AIO underneath. But wait, there is more. This top panel can be removed permanently if you want to show off the fans, but I do prefer the cleaner, minimalistic look, so after I'm done installing the AIO, I'm gonna hook this panel back on, and I can also use the surface to mount a screen if I want. But luckily, Lian is already ahead of the game because they sell a screen module separately that we can install in our Vision M case. But before this, let's go ahead and hook up our motherboard. Okay, now let's hook up the cooler, and I feel like Lian and I need to have a heart-to-heart, okay? What took you guys so long? You guys are usually the first to innovate and set a trend that every other manufacturer follows, but now you guys are following a trend. Curved screen AIOs? I mean, you guys are a year and a half late. But I would assume that you guys are bringing something new to the table, right? Like, there's no way you're gonna copy pasta and AIO cooler without adding that Lian touch to it. So I'm actually excited to check this out. So this thing has a 6.67 inch 2K curved OLED display, so it gets super bright, up to like 450 nits, and unlike other curved screen AIOs, you can adjust the angle of the screen up to 45 degrees, and also the height as well. This feature is extremely underrated, especially in small form factor builds, because the case can get very crowded with components, especially if you're mounting a GPU vertically. So the fact that you have the option to adjust the height on this massive screen will help you avoid any potential clearance issues. Plus, I love the fact that it's magnetic, so installation is going to be a breeze. Now the AIO comes in 3 variants. We got the 360 TL, which is the one we have here that comes pre-installed with 3 RGB fans, the P28, which comes with 3 non-RGB performance fans, and then the fanless variant, which is just the radiator. That way you can install your very own. Oh, looks like we have a fan back here too. That's cool. I've never seen Lian do this before, but we have a 120, no wait, this is a 140 millimeter fan hooked up on this bracket as intake to help move air inside the case. And we actually have space to add 2 more 120 millimeter fans if we really want to. That's so cool. I don't think we'll need to add any fans on here because we have plenty of space for fans in the front, but it's nice to have that option. We got a few Velcro straps down here to help tidy up the cables. I mean, I feel like we have plenty of space for cables back here. Our AIO is installed inside of our case, and now it is time to hook up our monitor. This is basically this top panel of the case, except it has a 9.2 inch LCD monitor embedded inside for a more seamless look. Okay, so this is the panel, here's the monitor, and if you flip it in the back, this is the best part. You only need to plug in a single cable. Unlike other monitors where it uses up an HDMI or a display port in the back of your GPU, you only need a single USB header on your motherboard. But if you don't have any USB headers on your motherboard, then you can use the other provided cable and just plug this into any of the USB ports in the back of your motherboard. So you have options here. We do have an extra USB header on the motherboard, so might as well plug this in. Just like that. I am slowly starting to fall in love with this build, you guys. It is a shame that I'm gonna be giving this away, but whoever wins is definitely gonna be ecstatic. But I think it's time to install our power supply. I know this is a bit overkill for the build, considering we only have a 5070 and a Ryzen 5, but whoever wins the PC is definitely gonna be set for the next 5 years in case they want to upgrade. So we're gonna be tossing in the SX1000P Platinum certified fully modular power supply from Lian. Okay, power supply is installed. Now let's go ahead and hook up the cables, and look what arrived today, just in time. Our cable extensions. But before I pull this out, let me show you guys what we've been working on behind the scenes. So this is one of the mods we've been working on behind the scenes with Danny. As you guys know, this is a Starcraft and Diablo Immortal crossover. I think they have like a new campaign on the mobile game that they're working on. So I was tasked to put in some elements from both Starcraft and Diablo Immortal. So from the Starcraft side, I thought it'd be a good idea to put the Terran logo on the fan grills, and shout out to Danny for designing this for me. And the reason why I went with this dark ruby red color is because that's basically Diablo in this case. color scheme is to mimic like real oozing blood. Not to mention it just pops against the white background. So yeah, anyways. But the reason why I brought this up now is so I can show you guys how close we got the colors on the cables to match the fan grills. I ordered these cables based off the image on Amazon, so I really hope we can get as close as possible to this ruby red. Here we go. Oh, no way. Dude, it's basically identical. Oh yeah, we got lucky with this one, you guys. That is like a perfect match with the red, you guys. Not so much with the white connector and the white cables. These are more of an Arctic white, whereas the logo is like an off-white or a milky white. But I feel like once the lights are on, you won't be able to tell the difference anyways. Yeah, okay, power supply is hooked up, but we still have a ton of empty space. So I say we fill them in with some fans. Specifically the TL Wireless 120s. We have a set of reverse blade and regular blades. And the best part about all of this is that it's wireless. Wow. All we need to do is plug in the wireless receiver in the back and we can control the lights on all the fans, including the ones on the AIO. So we're gonna be doing triple reverse blade intake on the bottom, 2 more reverse blade intake fans on the side, 2 exhaust in the back, which will give us a total of 5 intake and 5 exhaust if you include the 3 exhaust fans from the AIO. So perfect neutral pressure. Okay, not bad at all, you guys. Not bad at all. I'm definitely loving the way this is coming all together. And I know some of you might have some concerns with the temps, okay? Because the fan grills are obviously restricting airflow, but I mean, this is a showpiece build, right? Whoever wins this PC can easily remove the fan grills if they want. It's just a matter of removing 4 screws per grill. So we're gonna be testing temps at the end, obviously, to see how much the fan grills are gonna be affecting the temps. If it's not by much, we'll probably just leave it in there and then ship it out that way. But if the parts are overheating, then I'll remove it and then I'll ship it out to the winner. But nonetheless, we are down to our final piece to complete the build. The graphics card, which is going to be the Asus Prime RTX 5070. This is going to fit beautifully inside of our build, but we do have one slight mod to do with the GPU before we slot it in. Oh, such a clean card, you guys. Check that out. Okay, so we got the Starcraft element in here, but I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, where is the Diablo element? Well, I'm glad you asked. So demons are a big part of the Diablo series, and a lot of them get summoned into the game through a summoning circle animation. So I wanted to find a way how we can incorporate one into the build. So I did some research on summoning circles and I found one that I really liked, which belonged to Lilith. However, I wanted to simplify the design a lot more so it's easier to 3D print. So I had my boy Danny design a custom backplate for my GPU, and on that backplate, we're going to add the new summoning circle and then 3D print it here using my Bamboo Lab P2S. I've been using the P2S for a little over a month now, so I officially have 2 3D printers for all my projects. I have saved so much time printing the fan grills since I was able to cut the time in half using these 2. But between these 2 printers, honestly, I would say I prefer the P2S more over the X1C because all the prints come out clean and I haven't run any issues. Whereas the X1C kind of gives me some problems from time to time. But I mean, they're both still really solid printers. But anyways, the print will be done soon, so I'll come back here and check it out.
A few moments later.
All right, looks like the print's done. Let's go and check this out. Even though part of the backplate came out looking great, I'm still not satisfied. I feel like we can take it up a notch. Diablo is all about gore and blood, so I wanted to find a way to incorporate some of those elements onto the backplate. And after thinking for a while, I came up with a pretty cool way to add a blood splatter effect onto the backplate. I basically used a red spray paint to wet my brush, and then I flicked the paint onto the backplate, giving me the gory splatter look I was trying to achieve. This also helped fill in the empty white spaces quite nicely, and after the paint dried, I was finally ready to put it all together. I do have to go on record and say that this has been my most favorite project I have done on the channel this year. Like, it's been so long that I've done something really cool like this, and it brings back so many memories. But nonetheless, the build is done and it looks absolutely spectacular. I know whoever wins this PC is going to be the happiest person on this planet. I'm really glad I went with a white base because the red pops really nicely against all the white. But you guys can let me know what you think about the build in the comment section below. Okay, let's talk temps. Surprisingly, neither the CPU or the GPU got toasty. The fans were set on the standard profile, and even after a few heaven runs, the CPU peaked at only 47 degrees Celsius and the GPU peaked at 62. I mean, it does kind of make sense when you think about it because I didn't add any fan grills on the AIO fans. So the CPU is getting fresh, unrestricted airflow. And I guess there are enough fans in the case where the fan grills don't have much an effect for the GPU temps either. I feel like there's plenty of air moving inside the case, and these fan grills don't really make a huge difference. I do want to talk about the cooler real quick. I have pretty much used every single curved screen AIO that is out there right now, and this one is by far my most favorite. Even though Lian Li was late to the party, they did something right. The software is what really separates this AIO from the competition. Like, the software from the other guys like Trakes is hot garbage. It's super buggy and an absolute nightmare to use, especially if you're using the screen recording feature. So it just makes me really happy to see how simple and easy it is to use the Lian Li software. There's a ton of really cool themes to pick from here. I mean, I can upload my own content, but the screen recording is where it's at. I can literally record anything that's on my monitor. I mean, that's how I got Lilith on the AIO screen. I looked up the video wallpaper on YouTube, screen recorded it, shaved off the parts I didn't want included using the editor, and I just uploaded directly to the AIO. It is so easy to use, and the fact that I'm using all Lian Li components, everything shows up on the L-Connect software, so it's just more easier to control. Everything I use for the PC will be posted down below for you guys, along with a link to my Instagram account, which is where I'll be hosting the giveaway for this awesome PC. And trust me guys, this is one you don't want to miss out on, okay? Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.